to Impact Africa, a bold moves online talk show where we get to have conversation with different people who have impacted Africa or who are still impacting Africa in a positive way. This is Mama K, and in today's program, I've got with me my sister, my friend, Nomi Mzamane, aka BlackQueen Afrika, who is a teacher, an actor, a motivational speaker, and so many, many things. Woo! Right. Welcome to the program, my sister.
Thank you for having me, Mama K.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself? I think I'll start with that.
Where do I start?
I know, right? Even me, I don't know how to introduce you.
But anyway, I'm Nomi Mzamane. I'm known as BlackQueen Afrika. Yes, I'm a teacher. I have a school for children with autism. I'm a filmmaker. I write films. I edit films. I act on films. I'm a producer.
Wow.
I'm a voiceover artist for radio commercials.
Wow.
I do singing as well. I write songs. I do poetry. I write poetry. Anything to do with performing.
You're a busy lady, aren't
Yes.
you? So let's start with the teaching side of it, where you work with children with autism.
Yes.
Why that specific area of teaching?
I got love for them at some point in life. If I were to go back there, there's a child when I was growing up in my village, back in my village.
Which village is that?
In Eastern Cape.
Okay.
In the small town of Maclear. So this child, I didn't know nobody knew what was wrong with him. But some few years back, I saw him grown up, and he was working with his grandma coming from the school he's attending. He stays at school, so I was at home at the time. I gave them a lift.
Okay.
I looked at him and I got touched. And I always knew that there was a child in that family who was not like other children. And from the little knowledge I had at the time, I thought he had autism, but nobody knows much about autism at the time.
Right.
So I went on to do my research and do my studies and all that. And I made it a vow that I will help children like that child, because when he was growing up, everybody was giving him names.
Wow.
And everybody thought he was bewitched or
Oh
something.
no!
So that's where this love of autism came from.
So you run an NGO
Yes.
that works on that. Where do you work specifically?
In Delft.
In
It's
Delft.
in Delft, but
Okay.
we cover a lot of other areas as well, more especially some African countries.
Right.
I've been invited to Zambia, to Namibia, and
Wow,
Malawi.
awesome.
Yeah, so
Well, you're doing a lot all around.
Yeah.
So, in terms of your work, how do you help? Is it the parents you normally help, or is it the children themselves with the NGO?
I help mostly the parent.
Okay.
Because the issue is the parent at home doesn't know what's wrong with their children. That's one. Secondly, they don't know how to handle them. And they don't know where to go with this child. Some of them end up tying them up. Some of them end up locking them in the room. Some of them send them away. So firstly, I work with the parent.
Okay.
That's one. Secondly, I work with the teacher at school. Those teachers at school, they don't know what's wrong with these children. I have been a teacher in a you call it a mainstream school here, or we'll say a normal school. When I think back in those years, some 20 years back, I realize now that I was unfair to those kids, because I had children with autism, but we didn't know the children had autism at the time. So it's the parents, it's the teacher. Once you have the mindset of the parent and the teacher, then you can deal with the child.
Okay.
Yes.
So what's the name of your NGO?
Sanama Autism Academy.
Sanama.
So,
Is that a
Sanama,
name?
it's a Xhosa name. Actually,
Okay.
it's coming from my 3 children, Sanelisi,
okay.
Olama. So,
I see.
so it's derived from the 3 of my children, Sanelisi, Onalo, and Olama. So I call it
Beautiful,
Sanama. Yes,
beautiful.
because that's what I want my children also to grow to love and understand this kind of children, so that even when I'm gone, they would carry on with what I'm doing.
Now, about your acting career, how did you go into it? Did you study for it, or or is just something self-taught, or you just decided, and at what age did you decide to do that?
That's a very interesting story. In 1994, I will quote.
Long time ago.
Yes, long time ago. That's the first time I wrote my first play.
Right.
It was a play, and I collected some boys and girls of my age. I was still a teenager back then. I was very young. I won't say how old I was, but I was still a teenager. But I was still very much a teenager. So now I would collect all of them will go to schools. I will go to school and talk to the principal and say, "Principal, can you please come and perform this play that we have here?"
Right.
And then they will pay something like R1 and all that. Little did I know that I was being a producer, a director, and an entrepreneur at the time.
I was just going to say,
yes,
they're asking for the money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we made a lot of money. I remember in December we had something like 3,000 rand, which was quite a lot. And then that money, I thought, how do I share this money now? Okay, let me just take everybody out. We went out and stayed for 2 days in the beach and had fun and all that.
Right.
But that's when it started. So when I wrote the play, the influence to write the plays, I think I got it from my late English teacher, Mr. Klangisa. He was a very good teacher. I used to act in Romeo and Juliet. I was a nurse for Juliet.
Oh,
that was my
I thought you were
first...
going to say you were Juliet.
No.
So you were a nurse?
I was a nurse for Juliet. That's when my very first acting role.
Right.
And because I was one of those children who would go to competitions for debates and unprepared speech and all that, I think my writing skill was built from that. Though nobody knew, the teachers didn't know what they were doing at the time and how much impact will it have on me. So since 1994 till today.
Wow. So you produce films. Name some of the production you've had.
Let me just quickly mention the very recent one is called The Pandemic. It's busy being The Pandemic is busy being edited now in Nigeria. I was shooting it just a few weeks ago. Yes, recently. There is another one, text message, which is about coronavirus. It won an award last year in Turkey on a film festival.
Wow.
And
text message.
Text message. Yes, it's a film about how COVID-19 affected African women.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And pandemic, what's that about?
The pandemic is also about...
You're right.
Yes, but now on the other angle. Now it's on the family side. You will see the story. You see the film.
Whoa, I can't wait.
How the family has been affected.
Right.
Where the mother is in South Africa and father and son are in Nigeria, and mother couldn't travel a little time because of corona, that kind of thing.
So did you produce it as well?
I produced those, I wrote it. Yes, I produce it, I write it, and I'm the main actor.
You're the main actor.
Yes.
You're so talented.
Thank you so much. So yeah, there's another one, Sugar Bless. There's quite a lot. And I also do act on other people's productions as well.
Right.
Some people have seen me in some of the films on 161, which are not my own films,
but
I'm acting on it.
Right.
But I should have done a lot on this, but because of the teaching on the side as well. So
which is a love for something like that, because I know teachers, the money from teaching is not that great. So you must definitely love that part.
I'm telling you, you know what? In 2014 or 2015, I resigned as a teacher. I said, I'm no longer doing teaching. I left Cape Town, I went to Durban to start something else. From Durban, I went to East London to start something else. But guess what? 2 years later, I was back in Cape Town, in school, in class. Because now there was more a need for these children with special needs. I'm not with those labeled as normal children. I don't want them. Not that they have anything
because
against them.
it matters how
but now because of the demand and because of the need with these ones with special needs. And I have grown so much love for them. So I'm there, God willing, for some few years. When I achieve what I want to achieve, then I will step back.
Are you sure?
I don't know.
Let's talk about the singing part of it. Of your life. What is that? And what are some of the projects that you're working on?
I am proud to say there is a guy. His name is Bubele Kaika, I think. When in 1996.
You're good with dates.
Yes, very, very good.
Very good. I'm
telling you, yes, that's where it comes from. And I'm boring to someone else with this dates thing.
Anyway, I'm fascinated.
In 1996, I started because I was singing in a choir.
Okay.
I would be a lead alto singer in the choir. So I started a choir from my own village, and I collected people who would sing and give them some and teach them the notes, don't tell us over me, that kind of thing. And it was a new thing to them. And I'm so proud that years later, I got a call that one of the guys who I was singing with is now singing and is a gospel artist somewhere with Lusanda Mtinga and so on and so forth. So since then, I've been singing in choirs.
Right.
But then, writing music, I've been writing music for all my life.
Wow.
Though I have never done anything with that music, I still have it. Sometimes in the middle of the night, I would wake up with melody. And if I wake up with melody, I take my phone, even if it's just a few seconds, I record that, I keep it. Or I would wake up with some lyrics. I just wrote those lyrics and then leave them there and keep them. So my first album was in 2016. I did a first album, Native Woman. But I didn't have much time for the singing because I was more into this filmmaking. But this thing keeps on saying, hello, I am here.
You have to get that voice
Please.
now. This is a blessing. You have to bless other
Please
people
give it out, give it out. So, but then this year I decided, you know what? I'm doing this, and now I have to do it full time because it's there. It's always been there. I also have been singing in some for performances for weddings and all that with some marimba bands and that kind of thing. So
you have a song that is out?
Yes, I have
What's it called? And what is
now.
it about?
It's called Africa Yethu.
Africa
Yethu, meaning our Africa.
Wow.
This song is very close to my heart. I recorded it in Nigeria on purpose.
Right.
And I'm featuring two young guys in Nigeria also on purpose. The song is about unity as Africans.
Right.
The song says we must live in unity, we must learn to love one another, we must learn to live in harmony with one another because we are all one. This is our Africa, let's love our Africa. This song I wrote specifically for Africans to be performed by Africans in Africa. Yes, and also in other parts of the world, but this is a song that I'm saying to my fellow Africans, fellow South Africans, that please, let us love our foreign brothers who are in our land of South Africa. Because history shows that I've been a history teacher. We come from that top part of the world. And unfortunately, very few people, our people, South Africans, when I say our people, know of this fact. That that's where we're coming from. So those are our brothers. Those are our ancestors are in those countries in Nigeria, all the parts of West Africa. So I guess that's why
I really wish we probably will need to do another series, this where we'll really focus on some of the issues, in terms of the unity, the love, and some of what you're speaking about. But let me digress, a little bit. I know you've recently been to Nigeria, and that was your first time of going there. How was that experience for you? And you have a new name now.
Oh, I'm joking.
I'm joking. Do you know what it means?
What does it mean?
They didn't tell you.
They told me, but I forgot.
Okay. A joker means somebody, a child that we will all have to look after.
Imagine.
Somebody that we need to pet and look after together.
That is me. You know what now? You Nigerians should do that to me, please. Look after me.
We're already doing
please,
that.
I'm telling you, you have.
And you look beautiful, by the way.
Thank you so much. Do I look Nigerian?
Black.
Do I look African?
African.
I'm so excited to hear
Nigerian, Ghanaian, South African, Namibian.
Yes, African.
It's all combined.
African. Thank you.
African woman.
That is what I want to do because that's why I'm BlackQueen Afrika. Anyway, Nigeria. Wow. I want to say this. Can I say this to my South African people?
Please.
Nigerians treated me so well. Look at me. My clothes don't fit me. The color of I'm even light. Everybody was like, what happened to your face?
You look fresh.
You look fresh. Yes, that's what they said. Otherwise, it was the best experience ever. I've been to other African countries. I've been to Namibia. I've been to Zimbabwe. I've been to Malawi. But Nigerian experience was out of this world. You people did it. Your people did it. I don't want to lie to you. And the weather, I went there knowing that is what I was. It's too hot here. It's too hot here. It was hot, but
You managed.
I managed. Yeah, I managed. And I enjoyed everything.
Good.
People are humble.
Good.
People are friendly. And when you start picking the, you're not from here. How do you know? Your accent. Okay.
But your look, though, you still look Nigerian until you
exactly.
talk. Yeah.
And that's what confused most people would come and speak to me in Yoruba.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. You actually remind me of a cousin of mine.
You know what I would say?
Eshe.
Eshe. That's what I would say. That's what I would say.
Eshe. Which means thank you.
Yes.
Basically.
That's the only thing I knew at the time. And I was like, God, I need to learn this language. Because people come to me and they speak
I assume, yeah. And because my people, Yoruba people, we speak our language to anybody.
I'm telling you.
Trust me,
I'm telling you.
So whether you know it or not, I'll just go, you know.
You just go and speak a language. And I was laughing at them and I was saying to them, all I'm hearing is back.
So tell me, what are some of the strengths, BlackQueen? What are your personality? What are the strengths? The people will say, wow, that lady, I know some already, but I just want to say, what are some of your strengths?
My biggest one that everybody tells me of, that I believe now, is my smile. I smile more than I cry. I smile even when I'm hurt. I just smile. I laugh a lot. But mostly, the love I have for people, that is my biggest strength. I just love people. Generally, I love people. I don't care where they are and where they come from. I'm not judgmental.
Right.
I don't ever judge anyone for anything.
Yeah.
I don't have negative vibe. Negativity, big no around me. If anyone is around me, they know there is no negative spirit around me. So.
Well, one of the things for me that picks, with you is you say things as they are. You're very real.
Yes, very blunt.
You're very blunt. But it is good. But I'm sure sometimes
someone said, no, your reality is too much.
I'm sure it probably gets you into trouble sometimes. So, saying that, what are some of the challenges that you faced as a teacher or as an actor or as a motivation, as even a parent or as a partner? Just briefly, because I know there are a lot.
At home, my dad, till this day, is still saying, you are too stubborn. And he knows it's not because I'm stubborn, but it's because I will say the truth as it is. I'm not scared of anyone. I am literally so much fearless that if I have to tell you the truth, the reason why I am this blunt is because of the truth. I hate lies. I do not lie. I do not lie. So when I say my truth hurts other people. I'm learning now on the partner side now, because the partner has been teaching me to, you were right, but try to, okay, so I will try. Yes, find a way of saying it. But to me, if your ear is torn, I will say your ear is torn. I will not say there's something in your ear. I would say, why is your ear open like that? I will not say to you, what happened to you? No, I will not say that kind of thing. So, and at work, I have a greatest challenge with my superiors, because when they're doing things
that they're not supposed to, you call them out.
I cannot tell them if they're not happy with that. I've had a challenge with it. But later on, they realize that this is the person that we need. And at work and at home, my son just said to me a few days ago that, Mom, I don't understand you. I said, my boy, you will never understand me. You don't have to understand me. You just have to understand what I'm saying. Don't worry about me. Think about what I just said to you, because it's the truth. And that is the truth, the way it is. And if I'm not going to do something, Mama Kay, I tell you, I am not going to do it. It says the same as if I said to you, I will do something. If I promise, I keep my promise. Come rain, come sunshine, unless I am sick or anything. But even if I'm sick, you will still know about it. I will never leave anyone waiting for me stranded and not communicate with them. So another strength, I'm a very good communicator.
I know that. So what keeps you going?
Thinking of my kids, Thinking of my kids keeps me going, of my 2 boys. I say 2 boys because the third one is a very old lady. She told me she's not my child, so it's okay.
Oh.
Yeah, she's not my child, she's my mom, she's my sister. It's fine. Sorry for another day. So the thinking of my 2 boys keep me going every morning. Anything and everything I do, I first think, how will this affect my children?
So how do you juggle being a mother, an actor, a teacher, a motivational speaker, a friend, a partner?
Say the friend.
Yeah, a talent, George. I'm just trying to see all the other ones. So how do you juggle all that?
Planning.
Okay. Planning.
I do a lot of planning. I plan my time. As a result, I know I'm known as a time freak because I know each second counts.
Yeah.
And there are times in my life when I couldn't even have time to myself. But partner-wise, I would be told, sleep. Stop it. I just want to finish. Don't finish it. You can finish it tomorrow.
Wow.
So, but I try, and I have to juggle in between those. Like now, I just came back from Nigeria. Yesterday or Saturday, I was supposed to meet some people. They are friends of mine. I won't say they know where they are and they will be watching this. They know they are unhappy with me because I said, I'm not seeing no one. I'm sleeping the whole day yesterday, which I did not. But at least I was resting. Yeah. So I have to juggle in between, make time. And it's so sad that some people will feel, I'm no longer a priority to her.
Which is tough in this day and age.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you need time to yourself.
Yeah.
On my birthday last year, they did a surprise birthday for me, and they said all the good things and nice things. I was like, oh, really? Is that me? Okay, anyway, one of my friends said, I quote, I will never forget that. She said, all of us gathered here, we've been receiving love from
you.
Can we please, from today onward, starting with me, don't be, I'm quoting you now, sister. I haven't seen that love you're talking about.
Stop calling it out!
I have to call it out. She knows me. She knows I will do that tomorrow and the year after. She said, it's about time that you start giving love to her. And when I sat back and thought, people have been demanding me to be there for them. And trust me, there are times in my life that I also need someone. And I will be crying there all alone on my own. In the midst of my pain, a call comes through.
You're still going to help.
Nomi, please, hey. Then I have to drop my own and jump into that person. Then I think later, if only he knew that I have my own, that I have to deal with.
And I think I'm just going to touch on that a little bit because it's a very, very interesting point. You know, I sometimes find myself like that. And I know a few other people who are strong women and people see them as always smiling like you, always out there saying real things, but they feel, you know, when you share your problem, probably with them, they will think, it's a little thing compared to what they have.
I'm telling you.
And how does one address that?
I got to a point of making my problems something to laugh about. Because when I tell people in a very serious way and in a manner of me asking and pleading for their sympathy, nobody takes me seriously. Because the other side of me that I haven't mentioned is the humor. I'm a very humorous person. So sometimes people will think I'm joking even when I'm not.
Yeah. Like, you're serious.
And just this time, and most of the time there's a phrase I like to use, some people tease me, which is on a serious note.
Okay.
I always have to make a point. I will say on a serious note. So you should know. I'm not joking now.
I'm not joking there, but I'm sure that on a serious note as well has gone to.
It's also a joke. It's also a joke. They have made it a joke.
Sorry.
They will be like, she's going to say on a serious note. Then I'm like, okay, what should I do? But I've got to a point of when I have anything troubling me, find myself a corner and cry myself out and come out and brush my face and hey, how are you? But deep down, there's a lady who said to me on Friday, I didn't know you were going through such with me. I said, yes, I was. But you people were expecting me to be the bubbly, lovely, loving, glide person that you know me. So I had to keep up. But when I'm behind closed doors, there was a time at work I would go to the bathroom, cry, then brush off myself. And as I come out of the bathroom, first person who will meet me, hey, how are you?
Yeah.
But also, I think my personality has helped me in a way of knowing when to suppress my feelings. But what has helped
And when
me,
to cry.
when to cry.
And you will probably still have one or two people who will take you serious.
Oh, yes.
You know, in terms of when those cries and when you open up. So
Yes. I have one.
Yeah, because that is important. You know,
I have one person. I have one person that I would and you know I can't even lie to him anymore. And I used to say that if I were to do this cheating thing, I wouldn't be a good cheater because I would end up talking
about it.
I would end up telling him about it because I always pour myself out to him. And he used to say, you can cry for Africa. And I'm like, this is the thing, some people out there don't know. People don't know I can cry. People think I don't cry. I cry, and I cry like I make that sound because after making that sound, it's when now.
Do you know? And I think it's important, especially with COVID-19, bringing COVID-19 home now,
dying.
where people dying, people struggling, you know, on their own, and basically not knowing who they can reach out to, and depression, mental health issues increase. So how important is it, you know, for women or young people or even men, you know, as well? Because sometimes we forget our men and think, they're man, they can cope. What advice or how important is it, you know, for young people during this time? Because COVID-19 and the impact is going to be with us for a while.
I'm telling you.
So how do you think we can handle this, or young people or women, you know, especially?
Most important thing I believe in as an educationalist is education. People need to be educated more. Yes, they are educated, but they need to be educated even more. That's one. Secondly, people must be realistic in the sense that don't say people when they have. By the way, I didn't tell you. I was also diagnosed positive.
Right, okay.
But I had no symptoms. And I was so angry at those people. I told them, you people lie. There's no way, because I am like this and you're telling me I'm positive. There's just no way.
Right.
That's where education comes in now. Because at the time, I was like, how can I be positive?
Because you don't.
I had not even one symptom, not even a cough, not even anything. But I stayed indoors for 10 days in isolation, using my own spoon and my own everything. And then 10 days that I went to test, I was negative again. So I come back to the point that we need to have education. One of the important things about COVID-19 that I have learned in my journey is that there's only two ways of fighting COVID.
Right.
One is boosting your immune system with all those vitamin C, whatever supplement. It boosts your immune system. That's one. Secondly, ban it. That's the most important one. That thing needs to be banned. One way of doing banning, you can drink and drink, but you must steam. Go into
I've heard about
that works like that works
the
like
hot water
exactly, and that is now the controversy around the situation, that people don't want to take their people to hospitals because in hospital you don't get the steam.
And even those who go there, I'm hearing, I know I shouldn't maybe say this, but people going into hospital for something else, and they even come out of the hospital with
COVID. Yes, because now I think also because of the way hospitals are full and everything. Because with COVID, the sad part is anything you touch. Yes. So there's everybody that goes there with this, and everybody goes with COVID. It's easy to be infected there. But if you find yourself in a position where you are told you are positive, be it you have symptoms or you don't have symptoms, steam and steam and steam. And that steaming, you don't have to be anything expensive. You can use Vicks VapoRub. You can use any like eucalyptus oil or any other oil you can get from the pharmacy. As long as you go in there and you must feel the heat coming in there. That's when it will burn in the lungs. But we need education.
There's so much I haven't asked you. I really believe me and you, we talk.
Sure, I know.
We need to have a part 2.
I know.
Because I wanted to ask you about Africa Day. I wanted to speak to you about Heritage Day. So we're going to have another follow-up. I think let's because I know time is running out, and I'm being told already we're almost out of time. But before we go, one of the things I want to ask before we go, and I'm going to ask you for your last word. No, maybe let me not go into it, because I know me and you will talk about it.
I'm telling you.
We're going to go into it, so let me not go into it. So
we can talk, okay?
Yeah, we're going to have a series 2 of this, where we will talk about Africa Days and Phobia, Heritage Day, Women's Day, all those things. How can we, continue to work together, to address this issue through unity, love, song, poem, debate, all what you've spoken about. So, because I have one question I was going to ask, but no, we're going to talk about it for 10 minutes. So let me not bring it up. But we will have another series, for us to do that. But before I finish, can you say any, and I was even going to ask you, how do young people get into acting? Maybe just spend about a second, 30 seconds, very quickly. How can young people get into acting?
One word, advertising agencies.
Okay.
Not advertising agencies, sorry for that. Casting agencies.
Casting agencies.
Go online, check the casting agencies around Cape Town or anywhere else. Some of them can contact me if they want to, but casting agencies.
But before you get to the casting agency side, you need to know that you can do the work.
Yes, I was going to say the most important thing. Are you talented enough to do it? I never went to any school of filmmaking, but I write, I edit, I produce, I do all of that. I had to, but because one, I had talent, I believe. 2, then I attended workshops and master classes and all that. But firstly, if you didn't go to school for it, you must have the talent. Secondly, the passion. Talent and passion. It's a very long way to go.
Yeah, talent and passion. Okay, any last words for our viewers? And now you need to tell them.
There's a lot of things I would say to them.
It's okay, but
the most important thing is, I love you, my fellow Africans. I love Africa. I love people. But I love mostly Africans. I love South Africans. I love all African people. And I want to say to us, please people, let us unite. Let us work together. Let us get away from with this animosity. We all have one blood. If you were to experience what I experienced when I go out of South Africa to other African countries, you would really have a changed mindset. Let us change our mindset. Let's love one another. Let's love our Africans. And mostly, if you listen to my song, you will understand where this thing is coming from and what I'm saying there. That please love one another. This is our Africa. We're all Africans. By the way, if I may tell the viewers where they can get the song on all online stores, YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, and all of that, you can get the song, you can download, you can stream. The video will be coming and we'll be doing a dance challenge for it because it's a dance song. It is dance. So we'll be doing a dance challenge. We want South Africans and Nigerians together. And then when we do shooting a video, which will be shot in Cape Town, a director will be coming from Nigeria to shoot a video in Cape Town. And when we're doing that, we need some Nigerian dancers and South African dancers. So we are trying by all means to bring the two together. So love one another and stay blessed.
Wow. I can have 3-4 episodes with you alone.
I'm telling you.
And I love the South African-Nigerian collaboration.
Yes.
And I can't wait. Can I join in the dance?
Of course. I
love dancing.
I know you. And I know you will do it. And you will teach me everything.
Yes. So thank you so much, my sister and friend, Ajoke, Nomi, BlackQueen, for coming. And I look forward to more of such. And you actually are host on this program as well. So I look forward to watching you, chatting and having conversation with more people. Keep doing the best you can. Keep impacting lives. And God will keep blessing you. And I wish you all the best with your song, play, and everything else.
Thank you. And you know what's most strange is me sitting on this side being interviewed because I'm used to be the one.
I know. That's I know what you mean.
Now I know how it feels like when I'll be busy drilling with people on my talk show with questions now. Okay, now.
And that's true. We didn't even talk about your talk show as well.
We didn't talk about chilling with Black Queen, but yeah, we
Chilling with BlackQueen talk show is on YouTube.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
We will share
on
some
Facebook,
of those links.
Yeah,
we will share some of that on this. Well, I'm afraid that's all we've got time for. This is me, Mama K, Kemi Akiyode-Adebayo. Till next time, signing off. Thank you so much. God is love. Remember, stay safe and be blessed. Stay healthy as well. And love you guys. Till next time, thank you so much, BlackQueen. And till next time, this is Impact Africa.